We're live.
We are live, and it is, what's the date, Greg?
It is the 18th of September.
And what is so special about today?
Today's Wednesday.
Today's Wednesday.
Two more days.
2 more days of work before we get to go on our cruise. It's been pretty crazy getting to this point.
Technically 3 days before we get on the cruise, but 2 days before we start our adventure with our vacation.
Our last day of work. So that's pretty exciting. We have, and I've been working resets in our store. We're having major resets. So I've been getting up at 12:30 a.m. so I can be at work at 2. So I can be at work at 2 a.m. and I've been working till like 11 a.m. So I'm running on 3-4 hours sleep the last 3 nights. So we'll see how this show goes.
Whose fault? Don't feel sorry for him. He stays up until like the last minute, and I keep saying,
so many
you need to go to bed.
There's so much things to watch on YouTube.
So for you to get 4 hours,
and then you have the Hallmark Network.
Yeah.
And you got the Golden Girls.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, and we've seen that how many times? So just so you guys know what this is, I know it's yellow and it's in a plastic bottle. It's actually airborne. So we've been, I've been kind of stacking up on airborne, building it up because my voice is a little groggly right now. I think it's because of the some of the allergies, and then we had a freak rainstorm type thing the other day with the wind blowing up and kicking all the dirt up and everything. I mean, it was a huge rogue cloud that just started raining, and it was like a dirty smell type of a rain. But I think just a change in the weather is getting us a little bit. But we usually try to load up on airborne before a flight and everything because of all that recycled air, and we don't want to get sick and all that kind of stuff. So that's what we're doing. What?
I always take vitamin C in my vitamins, my probiotics. I have that every day, so I haven't been getting sick in a while. But today, our plans are...
It's only one pill, Tom Henry.
Today, we are going to be discussing what our cruise is. We have some news going on, but we are going to show some pictures of some things that we have planned, and we should have some fun tonight. So
let's
guys ask questions.
First.
Yep. So I think it's time for a
official chat check.
Chat check brought to you by More Sunshine, Please.
More sunshine, please. Raise a glass in the air, dilly dilly, or a bottle.
Dilly dilly, dilly dilly.
So we have Tom Henry and Lindy Lou, Uper Wisdom Videos, Journey with the Gingers, Danny McGlone, Mike Wheeler, excuse me, Nurse Nancy, NYC Rocks, Pepper Tree Villa, Pam's Fam. I feel like I'm on The Price is Right, like saying everybody's name.
Come on now.
Uper Wisdom Videos, Disney World Adventures, Matthew and Lauren Vlogs, Ruth Voorhees, Kay Atwood, Positively Weebers, if I said that right, Cargo 619. I'm trying not to miss anybody here. Going through. Gallantly Streaming, the Shep Family, Stacy Rogers. I think I said Kay Atwood. Melissa Gover. And RobFuz is here. Wow, it's quite a list here. I think Katie Burr just came in. So everybody, welcome. Mary Ellen Shaw just came in. I don't think I missed anybody, but if I did, I'm sorry. I hope I didn't miss anyone.
Not sure if you said Ruth Voorhees, but welcome.
I think I did.
So many different.
But welcome everybody.
Yeah, welcome. Now, Mary Ellen just got off a cruise recently.
Oh wow.
So, yeah, look. They had a lot of fun there. No, that's a different one. This one is in the port of Nassau.
Oh, I didn't know they had one in Nassau. Okay.
And
I was confused with ours.
We have some people that are in the chat tonight that we are looking forward to meeting. So we have Tom Henry. So we are going to be we're sailing out of New York.
We have Danny McGlone too.
Yes. We're sailing out of New York, and we are going the night before, and we are going to be having some, I was going to say chaperones. We're going to have a tour guide named Danny McGlone. He's going to be taking us around, and we're also going to be meeting Tom Henry. A few other people are going to be showing up, and we're crossing our fingers. We're crossing our fingers. We're really hoping we get to see NYC rocks. So that would be awesome.
They just said it's going to be beautiful this weekend. Oh, sorry, Mom. It's going to be beautiful this weekend. Summer weather and a beautiful sail away.
Awesome. Pepper Tree Villa came in. Hello, our fellow California boys.
I'll text you.
Oh, he likes my shirt, Buffalo Bills shirt. So now I lost my thought. Oh, I wanted to announce coming up on. We have a couple of shows that go on at 9 o'clock Eastern. We have the Claykowskis, which is a cruising channel. They are going to feature, from what I heard, they're going to be featuring NYC rocks. Marilyn and Frank is an awesome channel. So if you guys haven't checked their channel out, please definitely check them out. On the Dis and That crew, which also go at 9 o'clock Eastern, which is more of the Disney side of the family, it is the Shep family are hosting it. So there's 4 different channels that they come on every night, and they get together and have a whole lot of fun. So please check those channels out and show some support and some love to them.
Tom Henry said, try the berry flavor. That is really good. I think we've had the berry flavor. This is
I actually like it better.
Citrus flavor.
Yeah.
Either one's good for me. And we have the chewables too, which are berry. But I think I drink water with the chewables too, just because it's kind of tart, so it kind of dissolves it faster.
While we're giving channels a shout out, we want to thank Dean from thelifeplace.com. He also has a YouTube channel called Dreamers Empire. He does a lot to support our communities. In fact, he has a lot of the family-friendly channels listed on his website, thelifeplace.com. So if you guys are looking for family-friendly channels, definitely check them out and also show some support to his channel, which is Dreamers Empire.
I didn't mention Mr. Cruise Fever 1 and Rachel RobFuz biggest fan.
That's Rachel Susag,
who
is also now coined as Mini Explorer.
Yeah.
And Journey with the Gingers, they are going on the NCL Escape the day.
And Mariska, welcome.
The day we leave.
Cool.
So, yeah, we're going to have to leave a note for you somewhere. I don't know where.
Gail Parrish, welcome.
Welcome. Gail's going to be on our cruise.
That's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I believe she's going to be on one of our excursions. I think she might be on the one on Portland, Maine. Is that correct, Gail?
The lobster one?
No, that's Bar Harbor. Bahaba.
That's still Maine, though.
Bahaba. Welcome. I just popped up here. Shep from the Shep family. Again, you guys, they are doing this and that on his channel. So the moderators, if one of you guys can put that link in there. Also, the Claykowskis, if you can put their channel link in there. Did you say Chris from the Disney World Adventures?
I said.
Oh,
Disney
you know
World
what?
Adventures.
It's way behind.
Said, yeah,
gallantly streaming.
I said everybody so far. Yeah, you need to bring that thing down.
This is way down there. Sorry, guys.
That's why I have my trusty phone here, because then I can just scroll right through.
So RobFuz, you guys, and we're just, I'll tell you, I'm really tired. So we're just, obviously I have some stuff I want to cover.
I am tired a little bit,
but this is a chance just to really thank everyone, give some channels, shout out today, talk about our cruise. RobFuz, you guys, he did a cruise
with John Bon Jovi.
It was the second one. He's he just released his 3rd video on the first one, which was on the Jade, the NCL Jade, I believe. And then he just came off one that went to Spain, and it was on the NCL Pearl. So I'm looking forward to the more videos from that, Rob. But definitely check out his channel. He is a huge supporter of us. He's a great guy. He supports so many channels, so please definitely check his channel out. One thing too, guys. We have something coming up. Yes, we have this weekend on the 28th. I guess the following weekend they are doing the charity event, which DisLyfeOfOurs is going to be a part of. I didn't get information. In fact, I'll try to check in a little bit if I can find anything on it. But there's going to be several YouTubers which are going to be in different parks in Walt Disney World, and it's for a charity event, which is similar to Make-A-Wish Foundation. We unfortunately will have a sea day, at that moment, so we won't have any contact with land because we don't have the internet package.
With land.
We won't. We'll be out in the sea. DisLyfeOfOurs channel is in our description, so check their channel out because they will be adding more to it. But it is for a great cause, so please check that out.
Ruth Voorhees said, "How excited are you both going on a new cruise?" We're very excited. I'm a little nervous to be flying to New York because I haven't done that. We've flown over it, but I was born in New York. I don't remember it, but it just flying in general. Sometimes I just let my mind wander, but usually I'm okay.
I would tell you, I'm more excited going into this NCL cruise than I was on the Bliss, because Greg and I had always said we would only sail on a Disney cruise, and we decided to break that and go on the NCL Bliss. So when we went on there was an excitement, but there wasn't like, we're going on a Disney cruise.
But I have a feeling it's going to be the same thing when we get on this cruise ship. We're going to have to go straight to the area where you have to make your reservations and everything really quick, and that's like the downside of it. If you could just do it online, it'd be a lot better, so you can actually enjoy walking through and not just worry about running to get your appointments or whatever, reservations.
And so what Greg is talking about on the Disney ships, when you enter the ship, you basically enter the atrium, which has the statue of either Mickey or Donald Duck. It just depends which one. So it has kind of more of a grand entrance into it.
And they announce you.
And then when we went on the NCL Bliss, it's more of, you kind of felt like you're going through behind the scenes through crew quarters, and all of a sudden, boom, you're in the casino, and then you're in kind of an area where it has the chandelier, which is where you were supposed to make reservations for, like the go-karts and some of the other things. We were pretty much able to book all the reservations that we needed on this one, because it's going to vary by ship by ship. The only thing that we still need to make reservations for...
Disney Nerd Herders, welcome.
Hey, welcome, guys. Great show tonight. The only thing we still have to make reservations for is the Big Top Escape, and we want to do the Silent Disco. Those are the only two things really we have to do reservations. So it's not as bad this time. There is no go-karts, there is no laser tag, so it's going to be a little bit different. But the experience of going on, not knowing what to expect on the Bliss, I will tell you now, I've heard so many positive things about the Escape that I'm really looking forward to it. Now that I've had one NCL cruise under our belt, we have another one coming up in the future beyond this. I do like Norwegian, and I'm going to be really excited going on this.
Hi, Mom. Love you too.
And thank you, Danny. So one other thing, before we get into it, you guys,
I wanted to say Mary Ellen Shaw said the Bliss entrance looked pretty weird, but I think she said something else. Oh, I've never seen a ship entry like the Bliss. Yeah, it was kind of uneventful. What are you doing now? Oh, okay.
We are going to talk about something that we are with, and we'll briefly go into it. It has no hint of me wearing a Buffalo Bills shirt.
Oh, there's no observation lounge, Tom Henry said.
No, there
You
isn't.
didn't tell me that. We'll make our own observation lounge.
You're supposed to wing it, remember?
Uh-huh. So I don't like to know too much about the ship, but that just broke the whole deal right there.
Oh, yes.
No.
So I'm for the first time in a fantasy football league, and I'm in with other cruising creators. I'm going to share our screen to see after 2 weeks where we are. So let me make sure that you guys are seeing this.
Because football has everything to do with cruising.
Yes. This is just a brief thing because this is a fun, and this is with other cruising channels that are in it. So it is, we can actually see
we
it on
do
this
have
side.
a balcony room, Tom Henry.
Yeah,
that's our observation area.
We have our deck plans to show you guys where we are and the reasons why we chose that. But so also in this is we have up here Dallas Zanganos is Rafael and Alana Zangano. Katie Dogs is Robert from Life with Favor. Sharon at Sea is obviously from Sharon at Sea. This is a Sharon at Sea Creators League. We have Zero Clucks Given, which is a Klaykowskis. We have the Mississippi Cruiseaholics.
What did you just say?
That's what the name of it is. Mississippi Cruiseaholics. And that is from Roy Show. Their channel is called Show Special Feature. And then we have Griff and Alyssa, which are also, that's the name of their channel, Griff and Alyssa. You have the Cruisin' Brewskis, and that is Brandy from Dave and Brandy's Excursions. We have the Doodles McShip, and that is from York Ragdale, who also is a part of the Ship Show. He's part of the Klaykowskis. And then we also have the Pittsburgh Hijinks, which is Huebner Hijinks on the High Seas. As you can see, we're not doing too good. We are 0-2 currently. This is the first time I've ever did fantasy football. So we've got spanked last week, like 139 to 89 points. But we are projected to win today, or this week. So let's see if this holds true as I'm trying to pull it up. I don't know if it's going to work. If not, I'm just going to stop sharing. We're going to come back to our world. But that's a little bit what's going on, guys. Just something fun amongst some cruise channels. We say we might be 0-2, but the drinks are free. So every day always ends up nice. Dilly dilly.
Okay.
We have some more people in, Greg, so let's go and say hello.
I think we said everything, but Wanda
Stacey
Byram
Rogers
just came on.
Wanda Byram, hello.
I thought we said Stacey Rogers, but welcome, Stacey Rogers.
And Maresca.
How far back are you?
I am probably way
You're
back.
way back.
Oh my gosh, I am.
Yeah,
way down.
you're way
what
back.
The heck?
We Captain Akron 27 just came on, so welcome. Sharon at Sea. These are the newest people, just so you know. Not like way back. I gotta give you a bad time. Somebody was it? I don't know where it's at now, but somebody was asking what special dining we're going to do. We're going to do the Ocean Blue.
Oh, I didn't bring the chart in for us to report.
We don't need the chart. We're going to do the Ocean Blue.
Bayamo by Ocean Blue. It's a little bit different.
Well, it's, in my mind, it's still Ocean Blue. We're going to do teppanyaki, and we're going to do Cagney's.
Good job.
And is that it?
Well, this is...
and then just the main dining hall, of course.
Well, this is technically a birthday cruise for me because my birthday is on the 29th.
It's your birthday.
It's my birthday. The sad part is we're flying home on my birthday.
On his birthday. Happy birthday, bye cruise.
But we're gonna celebrate it.
This whole cruise is a celebration for you and for us and for just everything.
My mom is coming with us.
No Pepper Chugo. We cannot always use charts. We don't need charts all the time.
We have what we're gonna do is on the last night, we're gonna go to Margaritaville. So they do have a Margaritaville on the Escape, and it actually is the very first Margaritaville they ever built on a ship. So we're going to have a little bit of celebration on there, going away, goodbye.
RobFuz said, oh, happy birthday, Derick.
Thank
because
you.
You're not all the way down on the chat there,
I don't know why it's not scrolling. Hopefully.
I do like his charts and things at times. It does help out a lot, actually. It's better than putting the cards out like on a couch or something. You can actually leave it up on a board now this time.
Did we get everyone accounted for that we did? One last thing, you guys, before we start going into it, we did get some mail. So it's always awesome to receive mail. Thank you so much. We do have a P.O. box.
Mail check.
So mail check brought to you by
More sunshine,
please. More sunshine, please. So this is from one of the first channels that we did collaborations with. It is from a guy that we actually were able to meet.
He gave us a beaver.
Yes.
A beaver magnet.
It is Bruce from Traveling with Bruce. So he lives up in Creston, California, and he gave us this really cool magnet.
Little beaver magnet.
Little beaver. A beaver.
Not beaver.
With a capital B. With a Canadian maple leaf.
We are going to try a beaver tail, although I don't remember what that is.
I have a picture of it that we're going to share the screen on. It is Jim from More Sunshine.
Hey,
Please.
Jim. We
And
just
then-
did a chat check and a mail check brought to you by More Sunshine, please.
So we went to D23 and we went with Jim. We met Jim up at the airport,
The magnet.
and it is really cool. So we spent time with Jim from More Sunshine, please. And a few days later after we got back, we got
A very big surprise.
this in the mail.
We did not expect this.
Yes. Now, we are not D23 members.
But he was, or is.
Jim.
And this is what you get as a D23 member. And
Yeah.
he was gracious enough to give us this.
His note in here says, "Thank you for being such awesome hosts." And I was actually going to join G23 just to get this.
D23, not G.
D23. So, Jim, this is so awesome. I can't believe you did this.
They're not coming out of this either.
No, they're staying in here.
It's
This is
Very nice.
10 years of D23, and they have all these different. It's kind of hard to see. Sorry, guys. I know
The glares all over the place.
and then I can't get the camera right on here. But there's different things from the Haunted Mansion, Disneyland. You got
It's up. The
Skeleton
Twilight
Dance.
Twilight Zone, Tower of Terror, Little Mermaid, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, The Skeleton Dance, The Muppet Movie, Donald Duck, Marvel Comics, Disneyland, and Haunted Mansion. 50 years pins. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So Jim, thank you so much. He's so awesome, and it was such fun to hang out with him. It was sad that it ended so quick.
I know.
And we are sorry that you got drenched on Splash Mountain.
Wait, but are we really? I mean, that really just made the day, I think, for everybody, including Jim. You know he had fun with it. But, yeah, we are sorry that you got drenched so much, but you are supposed to get wet on that ride. But then, actually, we did offer to take him back to the hotel, and he thought about it, and then he said no. So I guess he was okay. I don't know. I digress. What?
You're getting a reflection from the sun and on your face, and I was trying to figure out,
Oh.
are you having like a religious moment or something?
Oh my gosh.
We had Dina cruising through life. Welcome, Dina. Thank you so much. She is from Bakersfield, which is not more than
Not very
2 hours
far.
away from us. Robert from Life with Favor is joining us tonight, so thank you so much. And did I get everyone else? You said Wanda and
Yep.
and then Mr. Cruiser Fever. Okay, so you guys, we are going on the Norwegian Escape. So a little bit about that. Let me share my screen. If you guys, it's a beautiful ship, and that's one of the things that I'm looking forward to. Is we thought the Bliss was beautiful. I think.
Well, this is
it
a
here.
sister ship to the
This
Bliss,
is-
really.
Oh, that's the wrong one. That's not what I want. This is it. Let me make sure we are
That's
on.
an awesome picture. I like the artwork on the side. I liked ours with the whales and everything, and then this one has a bunch of other different things than the Bliss has.
Yeah, I don't know if you realize everything that's on there, so I don't want
I
to.
don't realize everything that's on there. I like to explore, and there'll be a lot
Here
of
it is.
exploring on that ship.
All right, so here we have the Norwegian Escape.
It's probably about time, though, that I know some of the things that are on there, actually.
So you can see the painting of it on the front of the ship, which is
the
beautiful.
mural.
Now, this is not the heaviest tonnage in weight of the ship that we've ever been on. The Bliss is actually heavier, but this will have the biggest capacity because it has almost 4,300 passengers. The Bliss had 4,004.
Not counting. Is that counting the?
That's just that's not the crew. This is guest
That's
capacity.
double occupancy.
Meaning 2 people per cabin. So it could actually go even higher if you have a 3rd and 4th person.
Because that's not
in
counting the crew.
No.
Right? Okay.
But passenger-wise, 4,266 is what based on double occupancy. So you're right; it could be more than that.
Tom Henry said Guy Harvey was the artist on the Escape Hole, and he was on this current week's cruise.
Oh no!
That's cool.
I heard him. He's been on some of them, and that would have been really cool to meet him. The ship was built in 2015, so it'll be 4 years old when we go.
Hey, Robert from Life with Favor, welcome.
And then we have there's the crew is 1,733. So it is a beautiful ship.
Oh my God, that's a lot of people on that ship.
It's a lot. But did you feel at any time when we were on the Bliss that there was a lot of people on it? I didn't take that either. I mean, I thought like maybe certain times, like if there was a show, like in the big theater, or like on certain times, the elevators were hard to get into. But other than that, I thought it was really interesting. Or it wasn't bad at all. The one interesting thing was,
hey Ben, PTV2,
the Escape's original name was called the Bliss when they at first announced it.
So what was the Bliss called?
Well, the Bliss wasn't thought of.
Okay.
But it was previously named the Norwegian Bliss before they changed it.
So this is before the Bliss, then?
Yes, this is built in 2015. We went on it when the Bliss was only 6 months old. So the Bliss was a lot newer than when we went on it. Where are we staying on the ship, you guys? And why did we choose it?
Hey, Jenny H, welcome. New York City Rock said you're not going to feel the crowds unless the weather outside is bad. Yeah, because then everybody will be coming inside.
Yeah. So our room is 14256. So this is the back of the ship here, the aft of the ship, and we're in at 14256. So the one down thing is right across from it. There are some gray, if I can get it larger a little bit. There are some.
Those are other rooms.
Rooms, yeah. But I don't think that's an entryway for it. I think the entryway is in the middle between the elevators here. But we did choose that area because it is close to the back area where an elevator is. And we thought for my mom, it would be better for us to be closer to one so she can get through easier. Oops. So that's why we decided to do that room in that spot. But also...
hey, little Azarel, he said... 4,300 people. That is 10 times the amount of people in my town. Welcome, Jenny H.
We're going to share the screen one more time, guys. And this one is going to be for why we chose the room on. It is port side. So if you look on here on the map, well, let me make sure that it's actually showing. Yep. Okay.
It's showing.
So on the map, it shows you where the ship is going. And if you notice, it leaves New York and it goes into Portland, then Bar Harbor, and then it goes to St. John, Bay of Fundy, New Brunswick, and then it goes to Halifax. As it's heading north, it's a lot closer to the land than as it is when it leaves from Halifax and it goes back to New York. So this whole thing is
still
hopefully when the leaves are changing color.
Oh yeah, somebody said that they will be changing color.
Yeah, and Cruising with Wills, who is going on the same channel.
Donna Jaworski, welcome.
Welcome. I lost my train of thought. Sorry. Cruising with Wills, who is going on the same cruise as us. They have friends in Halifax, and they said the leaves are starting to change. So how strong it will be, I don't know. But we chose Portside because we're going to be going north and we're going to be on the side closer to land on it. So a little bit about why we made decisions. So if you guys ever are thinking about, going on a cruise, not all cruise lines will show you a map of it. But I like the ones that do because it makes deciding what side of the room, because if you're going to do something like that, you don't want to be on a side of, if you have the balcony, because if you're inside, it doesn't really matter. But, you want to make sure you're getting as much as you can. Like certain cruises, we didn't care. Like on our one when we go on Disney Fantasy in February, I didn't really care what side of the ship we are because the ports that we're going on, to me, it really didn't make that much of a difference. We'll be seeing
the ocean either way.
Yeah, so it didn't really make that much of a difference. So I did create a binder, and I think I've shown you guys this before. I'm going to be using this to help with certain vlogs that we do.
Tom Henry asked if we have high power binoculars.
We do.
I don't think we have high power binoculars.
We have some strong ones because we won one on the Bliss. That was part of what I won when we did that gift exchange. And then there's another pair over there too. So
we also have that thing you can put on the back of your phone and it's supposed to make it closer, which we've never tried that one yet.
So I decided to try something, be a little bit more organized, as I've been on some other cruises, and just
You
try.
won't lose that binder.
No, I won't. But it has
Jenny McGlone said that.
Travel information in here, like where we're flying out of, the hotel that we're staying at. It has the Norwegian escape information, our cruise documents in here. One thing which was different than the Disney ships, you can print up your tags. I was looking to buy them online because they do have luggage ones that you can, like the plastic sleeves that you can cover it, but this is 3 inches wide, and the ones I was reading, it didn't really say it could fit on the Norwegian.
Cut those, we haven't cut them yet.
That's fine, I can do that. But I thought it's kind of cool that you can actually print up your luggage tags that you can attach when you get to the ship, because this will tell the porter when you give them your luggage, when you get to the dock, it tells them where your luggage is going to go, because you don't take your luggage on the ship. You just have your carry-on with you. I got the prohibited items in here, and then I pulled up where we have all of our excursions that we have booked.
That would be cool, Tom Henry. Whale watching or seeing whales.
Yes. You know, my favorite whale is the beluga whale. It has nothing to do with you, Greg. I'm not talking
about my God.
You gave me that look like I'm calling you
because you've made a joke about it one time. I'm just like, okay.
But I think that would be so cool. If does anyone know, have you ever seen up closer to Halifax? Have you guys seen any belugas out there? Because
I think there's narwhals up by Canada also. The ones with the horns.
I know they're on the Pacific side. I don't know if they're on the eastern side, but they could. But if I saw a beluga, I think that would make my day. That would be so awesome.
Yeah.
The canaries of the sea.
Or an orca. That'd be nice too.
That would scare me.
I love orcas.
So Greg, let me see what else we have here that I was going to. Okay, we can talk about that a little bit later. How are we doing on time? 5:30. While we're halfway through the show.
The beluga whales are the white ones, Nurse Nancy.
Yep.
And then the narwhals that I was talking about are the ones that have the unicorn horn, which I don't know how often people actually see those, but they're pretty cool, I've heard.
Yeah, they're cool. We're halfway through, so we're going to do a spotlight channel. Boom, boom, boom. And the spotlight channel is actually...
I have no idea who it is again.
It's in our channel right now.
What?
Yep, they're in our channel. So we like to recognize different channels to say either thank you, how we got to know them, what they mean to us.
They are the unicorn of the sea, Pepper Truvilla, yes.
They are. Our channel tonight is Life with Favor.
Oh, awesome.
So Robert is here representing Life with Favor. We met them on, we started meeting them online. Yeah, we met them online. It sounds almost like an online dating site or something like that.
Oh my gosh, Derick.
So we got to watch their videos and enjoy them. And then we met them on the NCL Bliss. And they are such awesome people. We are going to be cruising with them on we went to the dark side. We were tricked into going to the dark side, and we are going on the Carnival Panorama, and we are going to be cruising.
I think you went running full steam ahead.
Yeah, I really wanted to sail on the Panorama, but we're going with Life with Favor. We're going with my mind's going blank with as tired as I am. Midlife Crazy's going on it. Carl and Doug Slomacy are going, and Para DJ, and I believe a few others. No, we hope they can go on it, but we don't know if they're going to go on it. So at this time, you guys, just to show some love for you guys, please, if you can put your creators, moderators, if people want to put their channel links in there, please allow them to do that. This is a chance. Thank you, Cargo, for putting Life with Favor on there. They're awesome people. So we hope you guys like them if you haven't had a chance.
My mom said I'm not a beluga whale.
No, but we were when we were on the Bliss, cruise director Silas Cook looked at us and he said, "Oh, you guys need to make sure you put extra suntan lotion on." And we're from Central California,
thank you, Pepper,
which is the hot area and always sunny. And he told
we're
us
just white boys,
very pale. Okay, so what we're going to 4 ports. Well, one thing too, guys, we are going to go live. No,
are you gonna wear that the whole time?
Oh, sorry. We are going to do a premiere.
I almost said flavor. Favor is blushing. Robert said thanks for everything. Favor is blushing.
Oh. We are doing a premiere video next week because we will be on a cruise on the same time slot, and
so we'll be here, but we won't be here.
Yes, and it is a recorded live show, if that makes sense.
As if we're there, because we talk in the past tense as if we've already experienced things. We pre-recorded this last weekend to play for you next Wednesday.
Yes, and
if you could follow that.
We filmed it on the 14th, and it was kind of funny because we keep going back to forth from present tense to past tense and future tense, and
it's very
all
hard
these
to
other
film in the past tense.
Yeah, but we had a it was a fun time doing it, and the theme of it is it's Wednesday. Where are we currently on the cruise, and what have we done, and what was so exciting so far in our cruise?
Even though we technically really haven't even done it yet.
So we
will have by that time.
Yeah, we won't be on the live chat ourselves because at that time we will be in the middle of a show, which is called, let me look it up.
Isn't it After Midnight?
Yes, I was going to call it Harlem Nights, but it's
oh my gosh,
it's After Midnight because it's about a club in Harlem. I think it's called the Cotton Club. Club.
The Cotton Club?
Yeah.
I just hope it's nothing like Havana. Havana was a horrible show. I don't even remember the songs from it. It just made no sense really at all. And a lot of people were walking out. And you told me that some people walk out during this show, but I don't think it's half as bad as Havana was.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Hey, Dave A is in. Hey, Dave A, Cruising with Wheels.
Welcome, guys. Those are both going to be on our cruise. So David A is going, he's flying. He's going to go on a solo. So Dave, make sure you say hi to us for sure. And then you got Cruising with Will. So we definitely will be meeting up with them at some point on the cruise. So we should have some fun. So After Midnight, this is when we do our next show on Wednesday. After Midnight is the show. And it says, welcome back to that electrifying time when Harlem's Cotton Club was a place to be. The show was winner of the 2014 Tony's Drama Desk, Outer Critics Circle, and Astaire Awards for Best Choreography. So it was a smash hit on Broadway. So I'm hoping that translates to a good show. But we won't be on the live chat of the premiere. So moderators, if you can help us out and welcome everyone, let them know that it's not a live show. It is a premiere show. We would really appreciate that.
And we also want to let you know that Cruising with Wheels will actually also be on the same ship as us at the same time.
I already said that.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I was gone, so I didn't hear him. But yeah, I just said that again in case for those people that didn't hear him or even listen to him.
If you haven't had a chance to watch Cruising with Wheels, they are growing very fast. They put out a lot of content. I've learned so much from them. So if you have a lot of cruising questions, definitely check them out. They also have fun stuff like Frank Pushes Back, which is tongue-in-cheek sort of thing.
It's very catty and funny.
Yeah, so you have to take it with a grain of salt. And it's just really just a chance to have fun for them. So they put out like 3 videos a week. They go live once a month, the first Monday or Sunday of every month. So definitely check them out. We can't wait to meet them. And there's several people that we're aware of that we've met through the YouTube as just non-creators that are going to be on the Bliss. So you guys, if you see us, say hi to us.
Did you say it wrong?
What?
Cruising with Will said, LMAO, Frank Pushes Back, laugh out loud. Did you say something different?
I don't know. I meant to say Frank Pushes Back.
I don't know. Maybe it's something that we missed. Hopefully we said it right.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
I thought it was Frank Pushes Back.
What might come out of my mind to my mouth, we've learned that it comes...
What might come out of your mind to your mouth?
I don't know. See, an example. It's that 3.5, 4 hours sleep that we're running on. But we're going to...
we said it right. Okay.
We're going to Portland, Maine. We're going to Bahaba.
That's where we're gonna have our lobster.
It's an Acadia National Park tour
/
lobster bake, and it's the only port. It's the first time Greg's had to take a. Now my mind just went blank again.
Oh, you're talking about taking a ferry from the cruise ship?
But they call it
tender. It's
tender.
a tender.
Yeah, gosh, that's terrible. My mind is failing.
Nathan,
so what that
reviews and more just came on.
Welcome, Nathan. What a tender means is the ship isn't able to go up to a dock where the port is. It stays out into the bay, and they will bring boats out and ferry people from the ship out onto land. So we only have one of those, but it will be interesting to experience it in that situation. Other than that, all the ships will be able to, ports will be able to bark. Park? Dock. We're halfway through, guys, and we don't know where we're going to be going with this.
Wanda Byron says you guys better be on your best behavior at D&G Explorers or end up on Tales from the High Seas. Laugh out loud.
Well, they show like,
because we'll be barking
when they say Frank pushes back and it goes like dun dun dun, and they show like Lego Man like pushing like someone off. It's probably going to be a picture of me flying off over the
Dave said, my goodness, Derick.
Tina, the cruising librarian, who we also met on the NCL Bliss, is on there. So
be like that.
I don't know. Kelly Haston is here. Kelly Haston.
Rob Ridhole is here too.
She's currently on the Bliss, unless she just got off of it. But I think she's still on the Bliss.
I hope I said your name right. Rahel.
Rob, we are selling out September 22nd, and we come back on September 29th. So we're on the Norwegian Escape. Then this is the first time that we've been on the Escape.
Did you mention Katie Burr is on also?
Katie Burr, that's right. Our Hawaiian friend who also was on the Bliss. So many Bliss people on here today. It's really awesome. Greg, what are we doing in Portland, Maine?
We're doing the lobster bake.
No, that's you want to just do the lobster bake in every port. We are doing...
Oh, well, you have the binder, so what is that?
It's the horse-drawn carriage.
Oh, I was going to say there's horses there, but...
It's an hour-and-a-half tour, so that should be interesting. The lobster bake is a 3.5-hour tour where we get to eat lobster for 3.5 hours.
No, we don't. No. It's like the last probably 10 minutes or something. No, it's probably like an hour. I just thought there's a lot of lobster. When I think of lobster bake, I think of like lobster along with everything else that they could throw in there, but I just hope it's a lot of lobster.
You guys, I'm like failing on trying to put all these comments in here, but
it's okay. I have my trusty phone and I've been going through this.
Yeah, so I apologize, guys, if we're not keeping up. If we missed any comments, please apologize. We do our best to.
You just asked them to please apologize. Please apologize for us if we miss your comments. Oh, what did you put in your Gatorade?
It's just Gatorade. I told you, I'm tired. I got 2 more nights of crazy shifts, and then it's cruise time. We have the St. John highlights, which is 3 hours. So we're going to go on a bus through different places in St. John's.
Feel free to apologize for us.
Where did that come from? Oh, there's cruise. Okay, there you go.
Cargo said, I want OMG, I'm laughing so hard I'm crying. Dilly cruising the wheels.
The interesting thing with St. John's is they have the reversing falls. Did you hear me?
Yes, sorry. Stacey Rogers said, I'm sorry you missed my comment, but you guys have to bark in every port.
That's what I was
And you were just talking about some falls.
Yes, they're called the reversing falls, and it's because of some geological thing that happens, if I said that right. But we'll explain more on our vlogs if you guys haven't seen that, but it is one of the interesting things about
well, I'm trying to picture reversing falls.
Well, you walk backwards real fast.
No.
And it makes the water.
When I think of reversing falls, I think of the water coming up going into the air and back up to the falls. That's not even possible. There has to be no gravity.
It's magic. We'll see.
And
then in Nova Scotia, so we'll have a little bit of fun here. This is our last port. this is Halifax, Nova Scotia. We're going to be doing the Harbor Hopper. And this is, if you guys don't know, it's one of those amphibious boats. So the tour is only an hour, so it's pretty short. But we have some fun things planned.
Defying gravity, like Wicked.
Like someone falling overboard or something?
No.
So we are going to have a special, what should we say? It's a Canadian delicacy. So it's pronounced, and I have to get Greg to say it right, because when we go, we have to be like Canadians. So I think it's important that you learn the history of this meal and what it means to the Canadians.
Ruth Voorhees said, "Laugh out loud, hooked on phonics worked for me too."
It's failed me apparently. So you need to listen to this, because this is a major history.
Poutine?
No, it's not how you say it. So you got to say it right.
Did I say something wrong?
Yeah. So you have to say it right. Otherwise, you're going to insult cargo and the nation of Canada.
It just doesn't even sound right to begin with. But go ahead.
Okay. So do you know the history of? Do you know what it is first?
It's French fries with gravy
and cheese curds. Now, the cheese curds portion of it sounds a little bit disgusting. It sounds a little bit, I don't know what I'm trying to say. It doesn't sound appetizing to say, let's go eat some cheese curds.
Talk.
I'm falling apart in this show.
Cheese curds.
Yes. So we are going to go to a place in there, but the history of it, okay, so it's actually interesting because it involves the Queen of England.
Everybody's saying it's amazing and delish.
It is?
So I'm taking your word for it.
Yeah, so it involves the Queen of England, if you didn't know about that. So it has some really important history. It's kind of new to the scene. And as story goes, the Queen of England went on a visit to Canada, and she saw people that were eating the French fries and gravy with the cheese curds. And at the time, it was thought of it being just for commoners. And someone was eating it in a park. And she was out there in the park, the Queen was. She was being escorted because they had all these beautiful gardens. And a moose showed up. So the moose chased everyone away, and it started eating the food. So the Queen of England asked, what is the moose eating? And the moose made like a noise, and it was like, poutine, poutine. So they got the name of it by poutine. So that's how it's. You
mean poutine?
Poutine is how you pronounce it.
That doesn't even sound right. She wanted to call it
poutini at first, but she thought it sounded a little bit like a martini. So, and people wouldn't want to eat something like a poutini and a martini, so they changed it to poutine. So when you go to Canada in honor of the Queen of England, you have to order it like the moose did. So when you go in there, you can order it two ways. You either have to say poutine, or you have to say, "Get me some poutine."
Oh my God!
I'm kidding. I just made that whole story up.
Yeah, I'm sure. They're saying, like, Ruth Voorhees is saying, "Laugh out loud." Gregory's reaction, and then Wanda Byron, Gregor's not buying this story.
So,
well, I don't know how you came up with that story, as tired as you are.
I told Cargo I was going to make up a story about the Queen of England, and she said add a moose into it, and I said okay, I'll add a moose. But it actually was considered more of a commoner thing.
Cruising with Wills will tell us the real way it got its name on the cruise. Laugh out loud.
It was considered a common dish.
Jim said the Queen must have been drunk off her rocker.
Oh, yeah, she likes to drink her brandy or sherry. I'm not sure what it is.
Two different.
We're like falling apart in the show.
Well,
so it was considered a common meal.
Okay.
And then, and it was kind of like people didn't really want to talk about it because it was messy. But then it started getting more popularity. And then like famous cooks started making special meals out of it. So now it is considered a Canadian national dish. It is called poutine, is how you pronounce it.
That doesn't sound right. I'm sorry.
Poutine.
It sounds like I'm not gonna get into politics, but that's what it sounds like.
But the definition of poutine is messy, I
I'm
believe.
gonna call it poutine. I'm sorry.
No, it's poutine.
No, I'm not gonna say that. I'll say poutine.
Then you're gonna insult them.
I'll just say, can I have this, please? I'll point to what it says.
So we are gonna go in Halifax. We're gonna go to Smoke's Poutinery, I think is how you pronounce it. And then we are gonna have ourselves some beaver tail.
Oh, Rob Rahill's on our cruise also.
Oh,
He
awesome.
hopes to meet us.
Yeah, awesome. Definitely say hi to us. If you forget our names, I'm Little Explorer and this is Big Explorer.
Well, that's not our real names, though.
If you forget our names.
Cargo said I'm fired. Well, I was never hired to begin with, but okay. No.
Our parish has told his old-time poutine, which is a pork center but surrounded by potatoes, like a potato ball with pork center. Oh, that's interesting.
Cargo said I love Smoke's Poutinery.
Yeah, that's where we're going to go in Halifax. So it's walking distance from where we're going. It's not too far from the amphibious tour that we're going on. And then we're going right next to where that is. We're going to
I
have...
didn't know we were doing an amphibious tour.
Oh my gosh, Greg, were you not just looking at the boat, the duck boat?
Oh, that. I'm thinking of an amphibian when you say that.
We're going on a giant salamander, and we're going to have some fun. We're all over the place tonight. So once again, and Pepper Tree Villa are very familiar with this, beaver tails. Now, they kind of outlawed beaver tails because the coat and the population of the beavers are being extinct. So they had to stop producing the beaver tails.
It's not a real beaver tail.
Oh, I know. I did. Just kidding. Derek is trying to stay on the shows in the end of it's hard. So, Wanda, beaver tail. I'm actually going to show you a screenshot of what that is.
Cargo said the pulled pork poutine is the best that smokes. Just saying.
I think I'm going to go for the classic, you guys, if you think I'm wrong, because I want to know what the original one is to taste like, and then to compare it. Let me see. Are we on?
You can have a
cool.
version of poutine in Epcot at Refreshment Port and Le Cellier Steakhouse in Epcot.
I definitely would try that now that I'm more aware of it. Okay, so Beaver Tails is the name of the company that makes them, and if you look at the picture on here, it does look like a beaver tail, and they can come in different types of menus for them. They can be. It's a dough that doesn't rise.
So there's no yeast in it?
I think it is. That's what they said. So it stays flat, and you can do a savory one, you can do Swedish. You can see there's like ones with banana
Cargo
on it.
said the banana Nutella is her favorite.
Oh wow! So and then the one to the right with the lemon, I think that one is the cinnamon one that Pepper Tree Villa we're talking about.
Cinnamon and lemon.
It looks like, isn't that what that looks like?
Cinnamon with lemon? That doesn't sound right.
Oh, I don't know. But so it is basically a donut. So on our day that we go to
different.
The day that we go to Nova Scotia, we will try the beaver tail. So that's on our list, and the amazing history of poutine. If I even
That's
say that,
not even real.
Yeah. So it was fun. It was fun seeing your expressions down on it.
Big Explorer needs to read the binder carefully on the plane.
No, he likes to wing it too much. Pulled pork. All right, so here we go. Youper Wisdom videos. If we haven't said hello already, thank you so much for joining. Yeah, you did say hello. Oh, you said that too, that comment. Jim
said, as the story goes, the queen was playing hockey when she accidentally skated over a beaver.
Robert, love the beaver tails, the food, not the pelt. Yeah, so we're gonna have some fun in Canada. I know my mom wants to try fish and chips. So in St. John's, right when the ship docks, they have a place called Steamers, and we want to try some lobster. At least I want to try a lobster roll there from Canada, because it is Canadian lobster rolls are different than Maine lobster rolls. I think one is more meaty, one has more of the cream in it. I don't know if it's mayo or whatever they put in it. So Steamers is the restaurant just outside of it, and my mom wants to try Canadian fish and chips because she's British, and she wants to compare them to British fish and chips to see if they're similar to each other. So looking forward. Candy, I know I was talking to Cargo about what candy should I try. So I have a list of different Canadian candy that we'll be looking forward to. Nurse Nancy says, okay, I'm hungry now. So it's going to be a fun trip overall. First time that we've ever gone to Canada, either West Coast or East Coast. First time sailing out of New York. Never been to Maine, and obviously never been to Nova Scotia or Halifax. So we're looking forward to doing some cruise vlogs. I have some history of the ports that we're visiting to give a little bit of insight, because I like to find out what makes a city so special, because every dock or port has something unique to it, especially if a ship is going to it.
Disney near her said all the fish and chips are all made in the same factory in Queens.
Gross. Try a Moxie soda in Maine. That is the only place.
Thank you, Lindy Lou. Have a good night.
I will try that. Thank you, Lindy Lou. Thank you for joining us so much. She's also from California. Dave and Brandy Excursions are here. Welcome, guys.
Awesome.
Thank you. Yes, they were on our show previously. So check out their channel, definitely. And how are we doing on time? So we're just moments away from when the Klaykowskis are coming on, and also the Dis and That crew are coming on. So I know we'll have people leaving us. The featured channel tonight on the Klaykowskis is NYC Rocks, Marilyn and Frank. Those guys are so awesome, and their channel is growing really fast now too. They're releasing videos on the Symphony of the Seas, which is our group cruise that we're leading next year in next September. So we're watching and enjoying their videos. She's
Welcome, Blame 2007.
The quality of her videos and her editing style has been amazing on the Symphony of the Seas. I know she's using different technology that she had used on previous cruises, and it definitely shows it, and she's been doing awesome. So great job, NYC Rocks.
Do you have the link
if you saw
our group cruise?
If you guys put it in the description of this video, you will see the D&G Explorers email for Gmail. If you send an email to that, we can send you the PDF file of the or not PDF, the information on the cruise. Boy, that was while in Canada.
The band Rush wanted to play Rock and Roll for the Queen. She thought they said lobster roll and another Canadian delicacy was born.
Thank you, Mr. Cruise Fever One. Really appreciate that. Yeah, we're excited about it. So we have 40 people here, which is awesome. Do you have anybody else has any questions? Again, this the 28th, This and That is going to be. She actually sent me a message, so she wasn't able to send me an email regarding it. But let's see what she says. It is many YouTube channels and theme park fans will be live streaming for a great charity, Gives the Kids World 2. The donation website is www.magicstreamdome.org. So I'll put this in the description as well. And it's called Welcome to the Kids. Welcome to Give the. Oh my God, I can't say that. Welcome to Give Kids the World. And they're going to give them a time tomorrow when DisLyfeOfOurs will be live on it. So a great charitable event that hopefully you guys can participate in that. Positively Weber's, what is the best cruise line for a first-time cruise? You know, that is a very tough question, because I think everyone has their own personality or what they like and dislike on it. I would say if you're a Disney park enthusiast and you like Disney, then Disney Cruise is definitely a good one too, because they're going to immerse you in the Disney universe and the culture. It is a little bit more pricey, but saying that, what we're doing on this cruise, we're comparing the cost of everything when it's said and done to this cruise on the NCL Escape to what our next one will be on the Disney Fantasy. Because there seems to be, after you pay your cruise, there's additional stuff for you to pay, and there's not as much stuff that you need to pay on a Disney cruise. There's only 2 restaurants if you're on the Fantasy that you can upgrade to. There might be a couple of other things, but when you go on to like the Escape, there's like 16 bars. There's 8 restaurants. There's a lot of stuff that has an additional upcharge on it. So Disney cruises aren't, I say, as expected as much as people think. And also, when you see the list of the prices, Disney automatically shows you the cost of a cabin for 2 people in it. When you look at other websites, they'll show you the per person cost. So it makes it look less expensive.
Thank you, Nurse Nancy. Have a good night.
Thank you, Nurse Nancy. So when you see the cost of those and add them together, the cost will go up on it. So we can only speak to NCL and Disney because the other cruise line I went on back in the day is Premier Cruise Line, and they are no longer in existence. But we are selling Royal Caribbean next year. We're selling Carnival in 2021 in February. And then also in the summer, we're selling on 2021, we're selling on the NCL Encore. First time cruiser, if you're going solo, I would definitely say NCL. What would you say, Greg, for a first time cruiser?
Welcome, William Hogg. You just came on the show.
Welcome.
For a first time cruiser, I would say if you had the money, I would go with Disney, even if you're going by yourself. I think you can't get better than Disney. I'm sorry.
Greg is very strong. The force is very strong in Greg.
My mom was asking where we're at, I think, on subscribers. I think we're at 1,042.
It's 1,000. We're like 1,421, I think. So just over the 4,000.
That's 1,042.
That's 4.2, yeah. So it's
no,
I think we're at
1.42.
Yeah, we're
anyway.
I think we have 421. 1,421. So we're growing a little bit at a time, which we're very happy and pleased that people are actually interested in watching our show. So
yeah, so thank you very much, everybody,
thank you so
for
much.
Support. I would say go on Disney if you have the money to be your first cruise. If you don't have the money, then I would say Norwegian, I think, because they have the solo cabins. So,
Night Wanda, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Mom.
The difference between NCL and Disney is huge. NCL does have children's stuff. Disney has children's stuff. So you can pawn the kids off to the kids zones, and you can still enjoy adult time to yourselves. So they do have adult areas on the ship where adults only can go. So there is quiet time for people who don't have children can go away.
All the ships have that because Disney has adults only and Norwegian has adults only. I think they all have adults only areas.
They will. I think. Well, yeah, on some of the bars they do. NCL has, I will tell you, NCL has a lot more options. At least on the Bliss, they had a lot more options. And Norwegian Escape has a lot more options. So meaning that there's more activities that you can do. On the Bliss, there was go-karts, there was laser tag, there was water slides. On the Disney ship, they just had water slides. They didn't have any of the other stuff. There's like 16 bars on the Bliss. In Disney, there's probably 5 lounges. So it just kind of depends. There is no casino on Disney ships. There are casinos on the NCL ship. So
I don't mind there not being casinos.
Yeah, it's just kind of which way you want to go with it. I would tell you either way.
Thank you, Gallantly Streaming.
You can't go wrong with it. Thank you, Gallantly Streaming. Thank you so much.
Rob Satter's here. Welcome. Rob Satter.
He said go Disney Cruise Lines. So either one. We wouldn't have booked now 3 cruises on Norwegian if we didn't like them. And it's like liking Ford and liking Chevy. You're all gonna have your different opinions. But we'll have a more after in 2021. We'll have more of a clear picture of what we like better because we're going on the Symphony of the Seas, Disney, and we're going on the Panorama. So they're all going to be really new. So we'll see. We still have to do the video, and we're going to do this when we get back. We're going to be comparing the Disney Magic because we already did our likes and dislikes of the NCL Bliss. And then we're going to go head-to-head between the 2 ships and say which one after round 1 is better. So we still have to film that. And we're going to do that when we get back from the trip. And then we'll have round 2 after we go on the Escape, Escape will be part of round 2, and the Disney Fantasy will be part of round 2. Also, those will be the next 2 ships. So a little bit of fun stuff that is going on. It says, if you don't have money for Disney, how can you afford being on a ship? You will find if you have the money, because Disney is
it takes a while to save up.
It does. But you will find, if say for us living on the West Coast and you're going to travel to Walt Disney World, it'll be less expensive going on a cruise than it would be staying in a moderately priced Disney World resort.
I go, Parrish. See you in 4 days.
4 days, yes. Thank you. Please say hi to us. I can't wait to meet you. All right, Greg. It's just after 6 o'clock. I know I got to get up at in like 6 hours, so I should be heading to.
But it's been fun, everybody.
Yeah.
And we hope you have excuse me, a good night, and hopefully my gravelly voice goes away. Yes. I think it's just allergies because I'm not sick. It's just my voice. So
we will try to go live at sometimes during maybe on the day that we leave the cruise port. We will not have internet on the ship, but we will try to do stuff when we're on land at the different ports. We will be having a premiere video next Wednesday. We actually already recorded it, but it is treated as a live show. So it's a premiere recorded live show. Yeah, so we won't be on it because we will be currently in a Broadway show at that point.
But any moderators that are on it, please keep the show going and have fun with everybody. And whoever is on it, just have fun watching the show.
Yeah.
So thank you.
It would be really cool to somehow meet Journey with the Gingers as they're boarding the ship and we're getting off. We're going to be like one of the last. We're taking the shuttle from the NCL shuttle from the ship to
Have a good night,
the
Robert.
airport. So we are, and welcome Robert for saying thank you for the recognition.
Have a good night, Cruising Librarian.
So we're going to go off on the ship a little bit later because our ship doesn't leave till 4, but we will once we get on the shuttle bus. We are going to go straight to the airport. So if there's some way, Journey with the Gingers, we can say at least hi to you. That would be awesome. So thank you guys so much. Thank you for joining us. Greg, final words?
I was going to say, everybody have a good night, and thank you for all your well wishes. We're going to have fun and tell you all about it when we get back.
2 more days of work.
So, as Walt Disney always said,
we are just getting started.
Everybody have a good night.
Bon voyage, everyone. Bon voyage.
Full steam ahead. Bye.
Bye.